In this lesson, we will see what is REST assured, why we need to use REST assured, and a sample code block how to use this thing. So let's see one by one. First is what is REST assured. So REST assured is a Java-based library and it is used to automate testing, and it can only automate testing for REST APIs. So using REST assured, we can only automate only REST APIs. So we can say like this way, REST assured is helping us to automate only REST APIs, which is a Java-based library. And we write all the automation script using Java. And here we can use all the HTTP requests like GET request, POST request, or so many other requests also to test the API. When we request it through this REST assured API, I mean when we call the REST API using some Java code, in response we get some of the data, that means reply body of that request, and we can also verify those responses using Java code also. So using Postman we can do testing manually, but using REST assured we can automate everything very easily. So let's see what are the benefits of REST assured or why we need to use. If we have a few numbers of test cases, then Postman is very fine to use and do. But when we have like thousands or hundreds of test cases, at that time using Postman is not feasible at all because it takes too much time and most of them are repetitive tasks we need to do. So at the time, REST assured helps us a lot to automate everything together. So to integration those things or to automate all those thousands test cases altogether, at the time REST assured is very handy. Otherwise it takes lots of time. So basically REST assured helps us to automate API request and validation. We can integrate other testing framework like JUnit, TestNG. It can also validate the status code once we get the response. It also checks what is the time required to get that response, and also we can also verify the JSON data. We can also chain multiple requests together, and test runs automatically in build pipelines using Jenkins, GitHub Actions, and so many platforms. Now let's check how the REST assured code is working or how we need to write. So this is on sample block of code. In REST assured, there are three parts. One is given block, another is when block, and the last is then block. This given block helps us to define all the precondition, like whatever the base URL is this, how the header will be there, or what will be the body. When part, we actually do some action like get request, put request, delete request. That means to get some information, to add some information, to update some information, or to delete something, we use when block. And the last part is then block. Once we complete any action, then it's time to verify whatever we did. So using this verification, which is used by then, using this block, we can verify the data. We can also check the status. So in summary, these three blocks are used like this. Given is used for precondition, when is used for action, and then is used for verification.